Hello and welcome back to Linux Academy. In this video, we are going to look at loops in Python. First, let's look at a for loop. For loops are normally used to repeat some code a specified number of times. For example, we're going to use a for loop to print out the odd numbers between 1 and 10. We're going to use a special function called range to provide the list of numbers. So let's start. For number in range 1 to the range function will return a list of numbers from 1 to 10 and assign it to the variable number. Let's find the odd number and then print the number. You can also break out of a loop using the break keyword. So like before, we'll do the same code for number in range 1 to 10. If number equals 5, we're going to print I have counted to the number, which is 5, and then break, which will actually stop the iteration. One interesting feature in Python is that you can use an else statement with a for loop. This is very useful when you want to make sure that the iteration happened over the whole range and there was no break statement in between. So using the same example, number in range 1 to 10, if number is 5, I have counted to 5, else print I have counted from 1 to 10. Because there was no break statement, it actually printed out I have counted from 1 to 10. If I had put in a break statement, the final message will not print. So let's just do that again quickly. Number 5, if number 5, print I have counted to number, break, else print I have counted from 1 to 10. And as you notice, it did not print out I have counted from 1 to 10 because there was a break. You can also use the for loop on a string variable and iterate over each letter. So let's set up a variable. Let's set up note equals and a 1 and a 2 and a 3. And let's just extract the numbers from the string. So I could say for x in notes, this will assign the variable x a character from the string 1 by 1. And so I can do if x is digits. And here we will be checking if x is a number. And since x is a string, the isDigit function is available to it. And if that is true, I'm going to print x. And if you see, it just printed out 1, 2, and 3 and not any of the other letters. Later on in this course, we are also going to look at lists and dictionaries, where we will see some more impressive uses for the for loop. Next, we're going to look at while loops. A while loop keeps executing till the condition provided to it is no longer true, or a break is explicitly called. To illustrate this, we are going to use a while loop that does coin tosses and counts how many tries it takes before we get 10 heads in a row. A coin toss can be mimicked by generating random numbers between 0 and 1. For that, let's import the random module. Next, we're going to set up our variables, heads in a row needed, which is 10. We're going to say heads in a row, which is going to be our counter. We're going to set that to 0 for now. And total tries. Next, our while loop. While heads in a row needed are not equal to heads in a row, we're going to do our toss using randint 0 and 1. The randint function will provide a random number between 0 and 1 and assign it to toss. We are going to use a toss value of 1 as heads. So say if toss equals 1, heads in a row, we're going to increment that by a 1. Else, which means we got a tail, we're going to say we did not get any heads in a row and set that to a 0. Total tries, increment that by 1, print out our results. Print it took tries to get in a row, and as we've seen before, put the variables. Done. It took 28 tries to get 10 heads in a row. You can also write the same loop with a break statement in it. So we could do Same variables, heads in a row needed 10, heads in a row set to 0, total tries set to 0, while true. Unlike before, this loop is going to keep on running till we get a break. The same toss. If toss equals 1, heads in a row, else heads in a row equals 0, total tries. Then we're going to add another if statement which says if heads in a row needed equal heads in a row, break. So whenever heads in a row needed are equal to heads in a row that we have gotten from our coin tosses, it's going to break the loop. Next, we can print it out. Print, it took tries to get heads in a row, name of the variables. This time it only took 852 tries to get 10 heads in a row. This is purely because we're using a random number generator to do the coin tosses. That is it for this video. Mark it complete and go to the next one.